Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. This is a series I started to help teach children about the word of Yah. This is the action, I call it the action Besorah, and the series is called Yahuah's Redemptive Story. As you can see, they use the word GODs, but I'm changing it to help spread the true message. We are still in Genesis, a babbling tower, based on Genesis 11, 1 through 9. As people from the cities work together, they become proud of the things they can build. They even dream of building a great tower. We'll build a tower high enough to reach Shamayim. It will make us famous and powerful. A tower that will reach to Shamayim. We rule. People can see it for miles. In times of danger, we'll rally our forces around it. No one is going to conquer and scatter us. With this tower, we'll be invincible. But Yahuah is displeased with the people's quest for fame and power. To stop their work on the tower, he causes the people to speak in different languages so that they cannot understand each other. You're talking gibberish. How can I work with a man I can't understand? Because they cannot understand each other, the builders are confused. They stop working on the tower one by one. Families who speak the same language move away. The giant tower called Babel begins to crumble. Different civilizations spring up, speaking different languages, and soon the tower is completely forgotten. Yahuah's wager, based on Job. In a distant land, Job, a man who loves Elohim, has everything he needs. He has 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 1,000 oxen, 500 donkeys, and servants to take care of all his needs. He also has a wonderful family, a wife, 7 sons, and 3 daughters. The Adonai has blessed me to overflowing. Up in Shamayim, Yahuah is proud of his righteous servant, but Hashatan hates to see a happy ending. Job only worships you because you make sure nothing bad ever happens to him. If you didn't give him such riches and blessings, he would turn from you in an instant and curse your name. You think so? Very well. You may test him. Take away his blessings, but do not hurt him. Hashatan wastes no time in striking Job with catastrophe. One day a messenger comes to Job. The Sabaeans attacked. They stole the oxen and donkeys and killed the people working in your fields. I'm the only one who escaped. That same moment another messenger arrives. Lightning struck the sheep and shepherds. They're all dead. I'm the only one who escaped. Then a third messenger comes. Chaldeans raided the camels and killed the camel drivers. I'm the only one who escaped. Yet another messenger arrives with bad news. Your oldest son's house collapsed, killing all of your children. I'm the only one who escaped. Job is saddened by the loss of his property and livestock, but he is devastated at the death of his children. He shaves off all his hair in grief and rips his clothes to tatters, but he does not blame Yahuah for his misfortune. I came into this world with nothing, and I will leave it with nothing. Yahuah gave, and Yahuah took away. Praise be Yahuah. See, Hashatan, he is a better man than you thought. Well, sure, since I didn't do anything to him or his health, but no one praises Yahuah when they are sick. So you think ruining his health, if you think that will have an effect on this righteous man, but do not kill him. Hashatan immediately returns to the Eretz, the earth, and strikes Job with terrible open sores from head to foot. He curses Job with insomnia, and when Job does sleep, Hashatan terrifies him with nightmares. Job can't keep his food down and loses so much weight he can barely move. Still, Job does not complain, but his wife. Everything we owned and everything we loved is gone. Surely this disease will kill you. You should just curse Yahuah and die. Job looks at his wife out of painful, blurred eyelids. Don't be a fool. We cannot accept the good things from Yahuah without also accepting the bad. And that is when he got really sick. When Job's friends hear about his troubles, they come to sit with him in the garbage dump at the edge of town. The disease has affected Job so strongly, his friends almost don't even recognize him. For 7 days, no one speaks. They just sit together with their friend. Finally, after a week, Job breaks out with a cry of grief. I have done nothing wrong. Why is Yahuah letting all these terrible things happen to me? Eliphaz is shocked at Job's harsh question. Now don't get upset, Job, but from everything I've seen, Yahuah doesn't punish innocent people. You must have done something wrong. But I haven't sinned, and even if I have, Yahuah knows my heart and would forgive me. But Bildad is not convinced. It sounds like you're blaming Yahuah for being unfair, Job. I'm sorry, but if your kids were killed, it's because they must have deserved it. You have a chance to confess your sins. You should take it. I would confess my sins if Yahuah would come and tell me what I had done wrong. Job's insistence that he is innocent offends his third friend, Zophar. You windbag, you don't know anything about Yahuah. You stubbornly insist that you have done no wrong, when the only thing that can save you is to apologize to Yahuah for your sins. Some friends you are, you do not comfort me at the worst time of my life. You think you speak for Yahuah? I only wish he would come speak for himself. Even if he killed me, I would trust in him. Even as Job speaks, Yahuah suddenly comes to him in a storm. Stand up on your feet like a man. I will question you, Job, and you will answer me. You think you know so much, Job? Where were you when I laid the foundations of the Eretz, or the earth? Have you ever commanded the morning to come? Do you show the sun where to rise? Can you untie the ropes that hold the stars together? Can you rule over the magnificent creatures I have created? I am in charge of the universe. I am in charge of everything that exists. You cannot understand my ways. You cannot know the greater good I desire for you. Your place is simply to trust in me. In reply to Yahuah's speech, Job falls to his knees. I spoke about things I didn't understand. Forgive me. After this, Yahuah heals Job. He gives him twice as many animals as he had lost, and he gives him 10 more children. Job lives for a long time after all this. Yahuah calls Abram, based on Genesis 11 through 12. Many years pass. People forget about the Yahuah who created them, the Elohim that created them. They move down the Euphrates River and build the great trading city of Ur. Ur is a land of plenty, with plenty of different gods, or Elohims. But the one true Elohim speaks to a young man named Abram. Abram, why are you out in the middle of the night? Says his wife. Sarai, Yahuah has spoken to me. He said to leave my father's family, my country, and the false Elohims of Ur behind me. He said to travel to a land that he will show me. There he will make our family a great nation, and all the people of the earth, or the Eretz, will be blessed through me. It will be scary to leave everything we know and our family, but we will trust the Adonai, Yahuah, to keep his promises. How do you think your father will take the news? Not well. Abram can't leave me behind in my old age, and Lot, you're his nephew. Since your father is dead, it's Abram's responsibility to take care of you too. We're going with him. Abram obeys Yahuah by leaving Ur, but he disobeys by not leaving his old life behind. His father, Terah, comes along, bringing his many idols with him. Seriously, Abram, it's better to worship all the Elohims. That way you don't offend one by leaving him out. Worshipping other Elohims offends the true Elohim, the true Yahuah. So you're saying he's selfish? Yahuah leads Terah, Abram, and the rest of their families to the rich land of Haran. Even though the land is beautiful and fertile, Yahuah does not want them to settle there. But Terah loves this new land and wants to retire there. Out of respect for his father, Abram stays in Haran, putting off his pursuit of Yahuah's promises. One day, Terah dies. Abram is now the head of the tribe. He immediately takes charge. Load up the animals. What are your plans for the tribe, master? Yahuah has called me to take my family and leave Haran. I will continue to seek his promised land. I'm with you, Uncle Abram. Abram leads his tribe through the surrounding lands for several years. He and his extended family live the life of wandering nomads. But then a famine sweeps through the land. Abram doesn't have enough food to support his tribe. He decides his only choice is to lead his people to Egypt or Mitzrayim, a powerful nation with plenty of food. But he has some fears about his plan. Sarai, you are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. I'm afraid that when Pharaoh sees you, he will fall in love with you. Since I'm your husband, he'll kill me so that he can marry you. We must pretend to be brother and sister. That sounds very unlikely, but I'll do what you ask. But Abram's prediction comes true. Pharaoh falls for Sarai's loveliness. Thinking Abram is her brother, Pharaoh gives him lots of money and gifts and asks Sarai to be his wife. Before Pharaoh can marry her, Yahuah intervenes to save his chosen family. Plagues. We're still on this page, but I'm coming to this page now. Yahuah strikes the Egyptians, the Mitzrayim, with disease, so they will let Abram and Sarai go in peace. They give Abram food and money and send him and his family on their way. Thankful for their close escape, Abram and Sarai realize how foolish their plan was. Sarai, forgive me. I did not seek Yahuah's help. I was a coward and trusted in my own plots to save us. I forgive you, my husband. From now on, I will trust Yahuah. I can only pray that he forgives me. And Sarai says, I'm sure Yahuah forgives you, Abram. After all, he protected us in Egypt, in Mitzrayim, even when we forgot to trust him. I'll never try to outsmart Yahuah's plan for us again. I just hope this is the last time I have to pretend to be your sister. Okay, and next story time, I will be reading A Lot is Too Much, based on Genesis 3, Rescue Mission, based on Genesis 14, and Hebrews 7, 1-3. I love how this book puts the scriptures together that go together. Insufficient Sons, based on Genesis 15-18. And Destruction of Sodom, based on Genesis 19. And then that's when I will stop, and then we will have another lesson after that. This book is a really long book, so we'll have a lot of lessons out of this. I am excited that we will soon be having more books to teach more lessons on. I feel like the missing puzzle pieces will be given to us through the Sefer and the 10 extra books in the Sefer. I don't remember the names of every single book, but I believe Hayavath is the book of the fathers. Shamayim is the book of the heavens. I have one. I'm getting one that talks about the feasts and fast days. I can't remember what they called that one. There is one that's wars and one that's called antiquities. They're both called Josephus. And there is one that's called the Lexicon, but I might not teach from that because it talks about Egyptian hieroglyphics. But the rest of the books are going to be very important to our studies. There was even one with locations and places from scriptures. And trying to think of what other ones there were. They had the Besorah, and they had another one that was really good, Tehillim. I don't think I named off all 10, but I hope you guys enjoy the new lessons. Shalom and blessings. I love you all, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. I love you all with an everlasting love. Bye.